So yes, good morning, all of you. Welcome to this session. We want to give you a wonderful session for you, showcasing all the skills and other things that are required to enhance your HR's career. And if you are if you are a fresher, then how to kickstart your career and what are the different skills you need to focus on. All the things are going to be discussed in this session. We are having our wonderful guest and the principal trainer for NRich HR Academy, Mr. Akella. He is an alumni of Lucknow and he is the founder of NRich HCM Solutions, having a 20 plus years of career in different different HR companies as a HR head. And he has been leading this company since past 8 plus years. Yes, Ram, I would like you to take the session. I'm handing it over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lavanya. Thank you very much. Good morning, all of you. So anybody wants to say some good morning or greetings to team, you can put across in the chat saying good morning. Great. Hope my screen is visible. I'm visible to you. People who are attending in the mobiles probably
Please
might
answer
be
in the
getting.
chat. Yes, please.
Yes. Great. Thank you, Shamala. Right. So, warm welcome to our session. This is for, as the name title says, that it is to accelerate the HR career. Definitely, people are having a lot of aspirations towards HR career, because HR career is a very proudly that we take it up. But we have to, because of a lot of dimensions or the dynamisms in the world, things are going haywire actually. So most of the people need to have some guidance or some intricate points we need to understand. Today is a discussion, today is an interaction, and make it more interactive and keep your mobiles silent to the extent. And whoever wants to speak, please unmute yourself. Otherwise, keep yourself in mute for the benefit of others. Great. So I like to say that today we are going to have in this, in this 1 hour, we are going to learn or to see what is the true potential of HR domain. Why we are into this? Do we need to continue? And how to reach to the new heights is the most important aspect that we need to take care of. So this is our agenda, and this is what we would like to look into. Let's explore, right? Let's get into the details of those things. Now, I would like all of you to ask you to say in one word, what do you mean or you mean for career in HR? You may type it in your chat box. Let us see. I think I need to minimize my things to see the chat box, right? Lavanya, how can I see that?
You will be having the pop-ups run. You just check it out. If it is not visible, then we'll make it.
Right. I do that.
Sir, can you repeat the question, please?
So what is the one word that excites you when you think about HR career? Is the question. One word.
Yeah, I'll go first. So HR means people because HR functions, primarily deals with people in any organization. So those are the first point of contact, where HR is the first point of contact, which helps people to, get into the company, with the roles and, their job aspirations and career growth. Yeah.
So the one word you say is a people.
Right.
Wonderful. Vibha said being human. Oh, good. Very nice. Very nice. Any other? Any other voices? Any other responses? Hello? Okay, fine. So HR career is one thing that excites us too. Very much when it comes to people. I really like what Prem said. And what Vibha said is also being human. The touch, human touch, that's what people are talking about. So these days everything is becoming mechanized and we are getting into too much of technology and other things. Do we really have some place? But being human, we have a lot of place in the organizations. That's what we would like to look into right now. So most of the people have come to me, juniors and other people who are known to me actually. So those people are coming and ask me, Ram, do you think that what could be the HR career and what do you advise for the new people to come into HR careers? Is there any place for us? I mean, how can we excel in this particular place? Because a lot of things are getting automated and we'll be expelled out of the system or what? So how do we take it? Or do we need to learn new skills and wants to move out from this industry or from this domain? So these questions will get answered when it comes to career in HR, how safe it is. We're going to discuss about that. So let us talk about something about the overview of the HR industry. So what is that overview is the role of HR is evolving. It is from this, all of us know that it is a support service or administrative work, but now it is moving towards the strategic function. We are talking about the business outcomes. We are seeing that how people are performing, what is their productivity, what is their revenue sharing, cost versus benefit analysis, cost versus revenue per employee basis. A lot of metrics that we are looking into and we are taking part into the business outcomes, how things can be maximized. So we are part of P&L, profit and loss of the company, not just anymore as administrative staff to take the data and everything. Okay, that is there operationally. Now tools have come, so the work can be done very fast and that can be taken care of. Rest of the things we can raise about to these things and we can look into it. That is how HR career is evolving. And most of the companies are asking, my organization goals are there. Let the people also understand what these things are. So aligning HR strategies, strategy is nothing but a long-term plan. So what HR, the practices it is going to put across, or the systems in place, or the policies, guidelines, or the way of working, is these things happen, I mean, helping us to get into organizational goals or not? We need to get connect with those things. That is what people are looking at. So that is where the evolving, the HR is getting evolved. And more focus nowadays, it is coming towards the analytics, HR analytics. We know the descriptive analytics, predictive analytics, prescriptive analytics, a lot of data, fact-based, data-based decision making, it is coming into. Talent management and employee experiences also. Talent management, yeah, overall talent management, right from the talent acquisition to talent completely taking care of the talent retention. And employee experience is nothing but employee engagement, the factor of the loyalty towards the organization, because people who are performing must be there with the organization. That is what is the organization. By showing them business, they are getting into. So the role of HR has become normal, generic, mundane work too. It is into something different actually. So that is how the role is evolving. So we need to get ready for that particular. What are the trends that are coming in? I just mentioned some of them, not bigger ones. I mean, not the exhaustive list I haven't brought up, but there is a lot of trends that are getting into. So even in our when we are dealing with our HR Satsangs and other programs we are conducting, the community related activities, we are talking a lot about the trends. Please do join and please contact our coordinators so that you can get to know when these things are, these discussions are happening. These are all free. You can join with those workshops actually. So the emerging trends are many. The major things that we can take. So the remote work and hybrid models, the digital workspaces. People are now talking about the after COVID, there is a remote work, there is a hybrid work, there is something, some office and some home kind of things, and a lot of digital workspaces that people are working with as of now. How to manage as a HR? If everybody are under one roof, managing HR is a different story. When it comes to people are from different distributed workplaces, how do we manage them? That is where which is coming another challenge, or you can say it is a trend that is coming into the organizations. Except those people who are working factories, who needs to work on the machinery or something. Otherwise, people are looking for the hybrid systems. Even many of these days, people are asking me, Ram, is there any HR job which is there as a hybrid or work from home kind of things? Yes, it is catering a lot of needs, it is satisfying, and we can also manage well if things are going in a better way. So that's how we can, people are looking at those things, right? So there is a lot of trend that is getting into, and there's diversity, equity, and inclusion has come. Now this word, earlier it used to be not Indian scenario, but today it is a part of Indian scenario. Post policy, a lot of even gender inequality. These things are also not being accepted, and the new labor codes are also being aligned with the international level codes also, so that they would like to standardize a lot of things in India also. Okay, so there's a lot of I can say there is a lot of restrictions that are going to come, or maybe you can say trends that are pushing us to get into understand what is this. May not be at this moment directly on the table, of course. So in most of the organizations, it has come as a part of it. As a philosophy, it is getting into the policies also. Okay, so that's all. Because from other countries, a lot of MNCs are working in India. They would like to put across those things, and people are also liking those standards, and we can also adapt to those things by force also. So think about diversity, equity, and inclusion is also a part of our emerging trend. And we all know that the technology adoption is happening very fast through starting from the recruitments in ATS, applicant tracking systems, then a lot of HR related standalone applications, cloud related applications, and there are integrated applications like SAP, system integrated applications. All these things are coming into, and which is making us more confused, right? This is also one of the trend where we need to get out and we need to understand what is this industry is all about and how can I be part, in a right way. How can I position myself well, and how can I excel in this particular dynamic scenarios. First, we need to understand that position ourselves, publicize or communicate things, learn whatever that we are supposed to learn, and then you can bet on to your growth path, right? So this is about the HR industries overview. And that is gig worker model of hiring. We are hiring people on gig workers are people who are specialized in their skills. They'll work for that particular tenure or particular project. After that, they'll be just like your IPL bidding, how it happens actually. That's how the specialized people will be placed, right? There's no more monthly salary based kind of things, nothing as such. They'll be taken, they'll be hired for that particular purpose or a project or a task or a particular work actually, and they'll complete those things and then they'll, right? So there is we'll take up the more experienced people, or we may continue with the same people. So the gig worker model is coming up very rapidly into our scenario. So entire recruitment scenarios and the changes will come like anything, including job portals, including hiring models, including vendor management related, recruitment consultancies, all these things. The entire landscape of recruitment is going to change completely. Okay, so we'll discuss about those things also a little later. So job market. So how is the job market? So till now we have seen that the overview of the industry, how it is changing. Now let us talk about the HR job market, how it is basing on those things. What is this happening actually? So global HR industry, the trends itself are changing very fast. HR is one of the top 10 fastest growing professions globally. There's a sales, there are lawyers, there are different kinds of professions are there. Even HR is also becoming one of them. Chartered accountants, engineers, doctors, blah, blah. In that list, HR is also one of the top 10 fastest growing globally, not India, globally. What LinkedIn 2024 Workplace Trends report is saying is 15% year-on-year increase in the HR job postings globally again. So that means it is showing an upward trend that there are many opportunities are getting created. There are many opportunities are getting created. Let us see, RAM global is fine, but what about India? So Indian specific insights are, there are over 30,000 HR jobs are listed monthly. There are 30,000 HR jobs listed on monthly on the major job portals in India, different ones actually. You can understand what is the need is there. Still people are complaining that, companies are complaining that we are not getting right HRs. People are saying that, hey, I'm qualified, but MBA or something else, but I'm not getting a right kind of a job actually. So where is the gap? Requirements are there, people are there, but things are, still there is a gap. So there is something which is missing. The link is there. So what is that? Let us discuss about it. Okay. Demand in particularly high for the HR business partners, HR analytics roles, because everything is becoming database related, data analytics related, and decision making is happening. Earlier, decision makings are used to happen with the gray-haired mans. Gray-haired people will be there in the organization who are veterans, having 30-40 years of experience, and those people will decide and say that this is how the organization need to go. And if their decisions were little fumbled, actually, there's a time actually to recoup. But whereas today, if you are taking a wrong decision, right, you will be behind the race. Business is that cutthroat. So at that time, companies doesn't want to take any risk with the people, but they would like to take informed decisions through data itself. That's where analytics has come onto our table. And today we are discussing about the HR analytics. Analytics related to HR, of course, sales related, finance related, a lot of things will be there. Okay. So, but HR analytics is a very, very important. And our talent acquisition specialist, because there is a lot of demand, we need some specialized people who can identify the resources, entire talent acquisition functionality. They need to take care of it, either for consulting organizations or for the independent people, or in companies they are working as the employees also. But talent acquisition, they need specialists. I mean, the earlier way of doing recruitments doesn't match these needs. Okay. So there is a gap. There is a clear-cut, significant gap is existing, right? So there is a digital way, there is a strategic way, there is a operational, there is a talent acquisition. There are a lot of gaps are there in every aspect of it. So that means one is that gap itself is showing that there is a lot of opportunities there with us. So don't worry, HR are going to have jobs, and it is not going to exhaust or extinguish anywhere. Okay, right. Let us see some statistics that I brought in for your this thing confidence. Let's see. In 2023, it is $6.26 billion of industry, right? Services global market, which is now 7 billion is there in 2024. Now by 2028, it is going to be 11.72 billions. That means the annual growth rate of course, this is for 2024. It is a this thing 11.7, but globally 2028 11.72 billions is a compounding annual growth rate, right? It's called CAGR. It's 13.7%. It is increasing every now and then. That means you can understand how much the scope is there for us. Right? What is that is attributing regulatory changes, economic trends, and globalization. They are giving a lot of scope for us. Where we can play well into these things by learning these things, some of the skills. What people are looking at is remote work adoption, data privacy and security, agile workforce strategies, right? Skill gaps, upskilling the people, right? DAE. These are all the things that we can. HR needs to play a vital role. So the way that we are looking at things have been changing actually. So if you see some of the relevant, some more aspects that we can look into. So HR professional surveys, right? The new things that are coming is HR professional surveys. There is a gap. We can look into HR technology, software related, people management related aspects. There are many more other things are there. Okay. So where we can see that there is a lot of changes that are coming into, and which are all showing the positive side of the HR careers. So don't worry guys, let's be happy. So we all will have a very good future in the coming 25 to 30 years. But what are all the other things that we need to understand? See the challenges HR careers actually. Okay. The first challenge is skill gap. In HR domain itself, there are people for HR professionals, they are lacking the updates about the analytics, HR tech, and strategic plan. Because companies with whom they are working MSMEs, they'll not get that exposure of HR technology. Of course, people are started using different kinds of great HR, Keka, Zoho, Workday, different kinds of products they are experimenting with, right? But still there are companies where they are still using only the Microsoft Excels, right? That's okay. It's also good. It is also HR technology, but people going for the enterprise applications, they are also getting into now. So everybody needs to gear up to that particular from the HR tech related things and strategic planning also. You need to understand what is the decision we are taking, how it is going to impact the organization, not only now, even for the future also, right? That is where the strategic planning comes into picture. There is a gap. People need to gear up for that. The transition from a transactional to right to knowledge and the tools for the strategic related things, right? Competitive job market is one another challenging thing. Every year there are MBAs. I mean, one of the services is that more than 5 lakh people of MBAs all over India from all universities, from different faculties, people are coming, different streams, people are MBA, finance, HR, marketing, and all this. Total MBA market which is coming is more than 5 lakhs, out of which 1/3 would be almost like HR that people are taking it. So there is a huge supply is happening every year and they are pumped into the market. Even one person without job in HR for 1 year, he need to face double the competition. And the new people, we know that new generations are so dynamic and their understandings and their enthusiasm and spirits are something different, right? So those people are coming competition to us, right? So that's where the differentiation that we can make by upgrading our skills and also getting certified, because certification will tell you what you learned. Otherwise, it's just a word that you are saying, though it might be right, but people needs evidence. So that's why certifications are very, very important, especially when it comes to the competitive market in the job. So employers are preferring candidates with specialized training of talent acquisition certification, CMB, HR technology. There are many people there. Even my students are there. They are also after getting the certification, people's preference has been increased, right? So even everywhere you go, there is a clear-cut difference between a person who is having certification, who is not having the certification. Opt for that. So go for the certifications and skills related things. You need to learn, right? It's not only certification. Certification is just one after learning something, but learning is very important. Practically, what are the changes are there? What is the knowledge that we need to gain? Because a lot of confidence that comes to, and we should be able to handle different kinds of problems and we need to provide solutions. That is the real value of the learning, whatever is there. So changing of the work dynamics. Yes, of course, there are a lot of changes that are happening, right? New people are coming, tech savvy is improving, right? You need to handle such kind of things, that cutting edge solutions that people are looking at. So entire workforce of different aspects that are changing in the business. Obviously, we need to be geared up for that. So a lot of changes are there. How to manage these people? HR must manage the cultural diversity and global teams. You should be able to take people. I got a candidate from Jammu, okay, to place one of my clients' place. So he is completely from the north side of it. The people are founders are from south side. So they expressed there's a lot of fear is there, and they expressed their concern that Ram, can we fit this person culturally? So he is completely North Indian, different way of looking at things and all. So we have done some kind of we took that person and we have done some coaching sessions also from both sides to understand each other, how the things can be looked into. So there is a lot of connections that we need to put across. If HR is not having such kind of knowledge, then it becomes very tough for making them to work with, right or not? So we lose the talent, and we cannot buy the talent everywhere from the local market itself every time. No, it's not possible, right? So we need to grow. So understand the cultural diversity is also very important, right? Right. After these challenges, what are all the opportunities that we are having in the HR career? Of course, we have seen that what is the global trends that are happening, right? What are the aspects which are coming into? where we need to look into, right? High demand is there for specialized roles. As I told you, talent acquisition specialists, there are HR analytics experts and employee experience managers. Nowadays, employee engagement has become a separate functionality in HR. Most of the people are thinking that employee engagement is equal to employee entertainment. No, not at all. Employee experience is employee engagement, right? So entertainment have a very lower side of it. Yes, Lavanya B raised hand.
Ram, sorry to cut you. Actually, I have a small request. We have our guests, Anuvamshika and Virender from Canada. Actually, they
Oh,
have
very
been
good.
our students and they want to share their review with us. Because it's a late night for them, I just want you to give them a little bit of time so that they can share their happiness with us, and then we can continue if it's okay for you.
Of course, there is a separate. I mean, after some time, maybe.
Can
How
we
long?
can we wait? Can we wait?
Anuvamshika, how long that we can? You can be here.
We can wait in the call set. Yeah, no problem. We can wait until.
Okay,
Yes.
just please wait for 15-20 minutes. I'll just call you. Right.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you for joining from Canada. Thank you. Thank you very much.
No worries.
Great. Thank you. So high demand on the specialized roles are talent acquisition specialists, HR analytics experts, because there is a lot of data modeling, understanding data, capturing data analysis, and then you need to move to different kinds of metrics and patterns that you need to make, and then you have to step into the HR analytics. There is a lot of demand is there. Employee experience managers, engagement professionals, HR tech implementers. So we need to be, to manage all the HR related aspects. Now the HR journalist, whomever we are calling, these people need to take a new avatar, like, you're a tech implementers. So there's a lot of technology which is coming into. You should be able to help others to get into this. These are all the high demand in the specialized roles, right? Google recently hired over 100 plus HR analytic professionals globally, right? For data driven decision making. So they are providing a lot of HR analytics to take the informed decisions into that. So there's a lot of scope and opportunities are there in the HR career if we can see it in a little different way. Okay. Now, leadership opportunities. Earlier we are just looked up as only the supportive staff, right? Still people are calling it as a shared services. Okay. So there is a lot of, what I can say, our positions were being belittled to an extent. I don't say that in every area, but it's not generalized statement, but a little bit that kind of a lower inferiority or lower confidences are there. But now, HR professionals with these strategic skills, now they are becoming a suit conversation. They're becoming part of that. They are being called for the board meetings. Their opinions were being valued, and they have been called to give their advices. People are looking into that. Okay, so what it impacts the, I mean, if I take this kind of a decision, so how it impacts the entire organization and the people part of it. That is what they are asking the decisions or opinions from the HR people. So they are stepping up into the leadership opportunity. Forget about the level, forget about the age, forget about the designation, whatever you are carrying, but your leadership, your professionalism will make you, and that will help you to get into that. Okay. So growth in startups and MSMEs. Nowadays there are many startups and small businesses they are coming into, and they are investing into HR. They like to invest in the people. They would like to bring in more people into, because they need to survive. There is a survival, there is a sustenance, and then there is a growth. 3 stages are there. So right from the survival itself, they need teams. So people are bringing a lot of investments, and they are putting across. How do they run without HR professional? So you have a lot of opportunity, not only in the leadership opportunities, not only in the specialized roles, but also there is a lot of scope in the MSMEs and startups. It's a really a fantastic era we are having, and we are going to have experienced the best of the things, right? Okay. So I would like to ask you, what are the trends or challenges did you notice in your current role? If you are working, than in your current role, or what did you identify as the either it could be as HR trend or it could be a challenge? Can you please quickly put across in the chat box? Or anybody wants to respond? Actually, can you please unmute yourself and you can share?
I can respond on this side. So
Please.
basically here we are using a software which is called ATS system.
Excuse me, your voice is
It's
breaking.
like AI thing which is being used. That's the major HR trend I have been going. Oh, is it okay, sir, now?
Yes, now it's fine.
Yeah.
Now it is fine.
Yeah. So the role of AI in screening the resumes is the major trend which I have noticed in the past few years.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Actually, that is happening very good. So just we need to be a little cautious about the false positives and false negatives. Otherwise, things are very good. Of course, there's a lot of change that is coming in the profile making, CV building, representing themselves has changed a lot from the previous years, years. It is getting in a right shape right now. Thank you very much, Anuvamshika, for sharing this. And skill gap is what Lavanya, yes, Sampara, she told. Yes, exactly. The trend is skill gap. That skill gap need to be capped up, right? So that is very, very important, because having skill gaps, we cannot go to excel in our careers. We cannot make our HR career journey very fast in that. So try to identify the skill gaps, anything is there which you need to learn. But take a quick decisions and you need to first cap up those skill gaps. Otherwise, will become redundant. Right? I know people who are not learning and growing. They were there at the same place where they are, still earning, after having 30 years of experience. Also, people who are earning 35,000 per month, and they're in their own the same jobs, and they are not growing at all. Though scope is there. The only problem is they didn't focus on their skill gaps. They were not as per the trends. Right? Every day, every now and then, we need to look up to whatever the things that are happening there. Nowadays, there are different kinds of platforms. So social media platforms are there, like LinkedIn is there. There are a lot of groups are there. A lot of business reviews are there. Harvard Business Review and all these things are nowadays. It is very much available for us on the net. Right? Try to identify what are the HR trends that are happening, and many of the organizations, they are publishing a lot of trends information also. Participate in the seminars, participate in the webinars, participate in the workshops. Even one single element a day, even if you could get those things, that is pretty precious actually for us. So we need to be on the trend. I'm not saying that the entire year you need to be on the same internet itself every now and then, but at least spend a good amount of time in the every day, so that you will get some kind of a trend or something else which catches. Right? Great. Thank you very much. I'm moving to the next. So what is the importance of upskilling for HR professionals? So we are saying that there are challenges. We are saying that there are opportunities. We are saying that there is a trends that are coming up. It is very rosy. The picture seems to be very rosy as per the trends. That's what we have seen. And upskilling is the only route through which we need to grow actually. Let us see what is that it gives us basically. Why upskilling is crucial? Because the fast evolving HR landscape is putting across a lot of pressure on us. Hey, learn this, know about this, right? So that is what people are pressing into that, right? So that is where the advanced skills in analytics, then the technology, the leadership, right? A lot of things that we need to look into that. Each and every function is fast evolving. So we need to make sure that every technology, analytics, leadership things that we need to learn about. That is where we need to focus on. These are all the focus areas. Different kinds of programs. Might be LinkedIn, people are addressing something. AHR is doing, like a HR Academy is providing, NRich HR Academy is providing certain things. See that what are the skills that you would like to look into and where you have to Absolutely. Actually, you need to look into what is your career goal, based on which what are the skills that are required, and where is the gap. That gap needs to be filled. Okay. All right. So companies are now seeking the professionals with AI-driven recruitment. Just now, Anuvamshika told us. So it's the trend that she observed from the last 2 years. So the AI-driven recruitment is giving that laborious work of filtration of the profiles, screening of the profiles, everything has gone. And things is we are getting the right kind of profiles, and very apt and suitable profiles are coming onto our table. But also sometimes these AI tools are also suggesting back to us how to look at them. Not only that they will help us, they'll also teach us how to go for them. So learning about AI-driven environments, AI-driven applications, recruitments and everything is a very, very important. And I have gone through one of the ATS just 4 days back. I have gone through a particular demo. I mean, I keep on looking into what are the new trends, new apps that are coming into. So when I've seen that, me and my team, we found that there is a lot of crucial work with AI. They are doing it. So recruiter's job has got enhanced. Maybe we are not demeaning or making a recruiter inferior by coming AI. No, because of this, this person gets empowered with a new kind of look, new kind of recruitment patterns, new kind of way of working has improved because of the AI driven recruitment. That is how we need to see. This is why that's where upskilling is very important. Analytics, learn about HR analytics. We'll teach in one of our programs actually. So HR analytics is a very crucial subject. The fostering the employee engagement. There are multiple umpteen number of ideas are there to engage the employees and to identify whether they really got engaged or not. We are doing some program, some birthday, some kind of a outing or something else, thinking that they are doing something big about the recruitment. About the engagement. But are we really calibrating that? Is it really engaging? All right. So that's what we need to know. That is where the companies are looking at it. You have done that, but what is the ROI? The next moment management is asking, what is the ROI? Show me. Or maybe after some time also, but you should be able to show what is the ROI. How the ROI will come. Return on investment, how it will come. So we need to get skilled up into those things. Staying competitive in the job market. This is a very, very must actually. As we said already, there are more than 5 lakh MBA graduates are getting are pumped into the market every year. And if you are away from the job market, a little away from the job market for 2 years, more than 10 lakh people are there for you, for your competition. Right? But how to beat this competition is staying ahead of the knowledge, knowing about the current trends, what are going on, what is the knowledge, and what are the certification. If you have a certification, you will stand out separately from other people. Certification is just a recognition because it's a piece of paper. But the knowledge behind that you are learning, the practical ways of learning is a must for you. Otherwise, you will be behind the race. Right? Employers, again, they're preferring the, suppose you are saying HR business partner role that you are going with because you have a very good experience in the HR journalist, but still companies are expecting, do you have any certification? Do you have any, my experience, I have a lot of experience in that. Of course, but do you have any certificate? Talent acquisition specialist. Nowadays, everybody is a recruitment person only by experience and but they have grown from the industry. But do you have a right? Do you know proper way of doing the recruitment in a best possible way? I cannot experiment along with you and waste money, but I need a concrete result-oriented recruitment programs to be conducted. Are you geared up? Do you know that? Can you suggest us? How do I believe in that? Yeah, I can do, but how do I? So you need to have some kind of a certificate. You need to know all the methods, all the different types of recruitment modalities, models, right? What is the best possible things? Risk assessments, cost, a lot of things, manpower planning, cost, recruiting, sourcing in a right way, negotiating with the people, bringing the people within the budgets, right? So all these things are very important. Nowadays, people's metrics for the recruitments have changed a lot. Not just only sourcing, screening, shortlisting, how many people have come, how many positions were closed. Beyond that, people are expecting how many people are qualitative hiring that you have done. That is the parameter of a recruiter's performance. Then only they are getting the incentives, increments and everything. Things have changed, right? Great. Another thing is adapting to the technology integration. Yes, modern HR practices are on the technology. ATS, HRIS, predictive analytics, lot of things that are compelling us to know the technology. Without that, our upskilling is not at all possible. There is no meaning for upskilling. Upskilling in that direction is very important. Theoretical aspects have gone because everything is available on the mobile. Nobody is worried about that. What is the Maslow's theory? What is that particular theory? What is that these people have done? No. Even the practices also. Have you done that practice? Have you got that particular result? That is upskilling. Knowing itself is not enough today. Knowing is everywhere now, right? It is not knowing, it is implementing is very important. And thereby you are getting first-hand experiences is the very, very important. So that's where our programs doesn't stop at the giving certificate itself. Even after that also it is spreading across. I'll tell you how. What is the support system that we have created for that? Right? Okay. So addressing the changing employer expectation. Employees are expecting something different. Earlier, employers are expecting if a HR person is there, who will take care of the recruitment, employee data management, payroll, monthly payroll, any conflicts that will come, they'll take care of it, or they'll take care of the employee engagement activities, employee engagement activities and other things. Exits, they'll do the paperwork and whatever the administrative supportive activities, document management. Don't have that much of bigger things that nowadays even a small company is also. My voice is clear?
Yes, Ram.
Thank you. Because my internet is saying unstable.
In midst it got stopped.
Got it. So that is where what I'm saying is employees' expectations were being increased or enhanced. They have changed because they need to be in the competition. They need to have a right kind of people. They need to have a right kind of practices. They need to have the right people to stay with them. So companies cannot take chances. So their HR also need to be raised up to that particular level. One is a strategic HR capabilities that they are expecting, right? Strategic is long term and aligned with the business goals, right? Now soft skills are demanded or in demand. People who are calm, who are reserved, used to choose HR jobs. That is what people used to recommend also. He is not that outspoken kind of things. He is well fit into HR and admin. That is what is the general scenario that people used to put some chapa. So that there is some kind of people used to say this. This is what is the category. Now it is not like that. So people must be outspoken. Earlier people used to say marketing, sales, right? People, client-facing related kind of thing. All these things seems to be very much communication is very much required. Soft skills are required. That's what people used to think about. Nowadays the scenario has been changed. Now HR needs to be, because employer branding, everything, they need to take care of it. And beyond all these things, adaptability, behavioral aspects, then digital fluency. You should not search here and there in which how this needs to be done. No, there should be a fluency, like how you're speaking and how the fluent speaking that you are making. That must be, the fluency must be there in your digital side also. You should be able to quickly identify fadafat. You should be able to either you have to input some data, or to process some data, or to retrieve some data, or any other sharing of the data or positioning somewhere. So all these things comes under the digital fluency, how best that you are able to use the apps. That is very important. And effective communication. Obviously communication is not ends with the oral or spoken kind of listening, right? Writing, reading, listening and speaking. All the four faculties must be very, very effective. You should be able to use it in a right way. So that is about it is in demand, because these people need to speak out. These people should be able to respond. These people should be able to assertively put it across before the management. Boldly they need to say you have done a mistake, but politely, of course. So that's where effective communication comes in. And you need to be learn about, and you need to be compliant with the global standards, because those companies are investing here. Investments are coming from different MNCs, I mean different countries actually. Right? We are also going somewhere. Even Indian companies are having a different, global presence is there. Maybe one branch may be in India, but rest of the things are in. I know many companies are there in US, UK, Europe, Australia, kind of Middle East and everything. So we need to understand those international labor laws. We need to understand the policies, the global talent-related management standards that we need to upgrade for ourselves. Most of the people, we don't know what the Indian compliance itself. Statutory compliance also, we are not so well versed with many of the HRs. So there is a labor consultant used to be there, labor compliance consultant or statutory compliance consultant, and they used to take they are taking care of even now also. I know many companies, but as a HR we need to be compliant enough. We must know all the things. Now we are geared up to, and we are able to suggest them about the UAN, that PF, ESI, gratuity, all the regulatory aspects, what the safety, security, a lot of things that we are talking about from the Indian labor perspective. We must be knowing about that. And even in the global standards also. 401k, retirements, social security laws, so many things that we need to know. HR, as a HR, this is the clients or employers' expectations are coming. I mean, employers, clients are expecting, so employer need to follow those things. So now the employers are looking for a person who is capable enough to go for that. But these things needs knowledge change, skill development, and certifications, which is very important. So what is the value of it? As I'm saying about that, it is about what happens to you if you are certified and if you have a practical knowledge. If you are having, there are improved job prospects are there, the wide open, and there is a competitive. You have an edge over other candidates if you are certified, because you have a practical knowledge. You are very much confident about, right? So networking opportunities also will increase. So you are able to confidently address those people who are talking about the different kinds of global standards. They are talking about the different kinds of topics related to HR trends and everything. It allows you to get into that particular group, and you can also say something about it, and people will look up to you, and people will respect you from that, and they'll take you into their group. I mean, positively they'll take up. You will have a lot of confidence in that. Otherwise, you are like an odd man out. Of course, your body is present, but where you are able to communicate and be with the well versed with the groups actually. So that networking opportunities will come to you when you are certified. And whenever you are taking certification from NRich HR Academy, we have 30,000 plus databases there, where the networking that we are making, we are conducting a lot of workshops. So many people of HR, they are providing. Not only you will get an opportunities, not only you will get opportunities, you will get a lot of knowledge sharing. You will get a lot of traction towards that, and you will get a lot of recognition within the domain itself. So many things are possible for you. Right? So that's where you need to get into that elite club. You need to have knowledge, practical training, and certifications must be there into that. There's an increased earning potential. Obviously, there is a position is there when two people are there. When who is having a certificate, another person is not having a non-certified person. So obviously, a certified person will get a lot of things. The salaries are much more. Probably people are saying globally they're talking about 10%, but if you see exclusive kind of things and all, you'll get more than 20-25% of salary increments also. I mean, you can go with that, bet on those things. You'll also become a gig worker. You'll also become a professional. You will be taken at a higher stakes, because that is the value that you are going to get from the certifications. And then career advancements. Of course, you'll get a lot of promotions. Promotion means what actually? It's not only designation change. It's an opportunity will be given it to you with a higher responsibilities, so that you'll get a experience or get an opportunity to expose yourself and to bet on it and try to get a chance to work towards that and to prove yourself. See, as a human being, we are always look for to prove something for ourselves. And not only ourselves, to prove the world also. We would like to look into, we'll look up to. I'm good enough for that. So we would like to challenge ourselves and we would like to move on. That is the humans That's where the evolution is happening. Even everybody will have that element. Even we would like to excel in our careers, but I need to get a chance. If you ask any of the HR, more than, I mean, only less than 20 to 25% of the people will say that I got an opportunity to work in my organization to take up the bigger responsibilities. But whereas, that should be reversed actually. 75 to 80% of the people should be able to say that positively. 20 to 25% of the people might have to, maybe that could be the thing. But there is a career advancement that we need to look into, right? And then enhance the credibility. Obviously, there's a lot of, even you're demonstrating that knowledge, practically you're solving the problems and all, your credibility within the organization, within your work circles, within your friend circles, within your professional circles, within your domain, industry, everywhere your credibility will increase. And people start looking at you as a professional. That gives you a different, what I can say, feel altogether, right? So there's a lot of value is there, my friends. So recognize the value of the certification and the practical knowledge, why it is required is that, right? Now, let's see a look at what NRich HR Academy is all about. So we are a dedicated training organization specializing in HR upskilling and certifications. Along with me, there are my friends are into from IIMs and top B schools. I'm from IIM. I'm an alumnus of IIM Lucknow. I have a 2 master degrees from the Pondicherry Central University. 2 master's degrees are there, MHRM and Master of Foreign Trade. So I have other management related certifications also. And we have other people who are from XLRIs, who are the people from other IIMs and top B schools that people are there actually from ISB also. We have a lot of team is there. We are dedicatedly working towards the enhancement of the HR, specifically looking into the current generations and the upcoming generations of workforce from HR. We would like to upskill them and we would like to give them certificates. Not only that, we have a R&D wing where we are trying to impart a lot of knowledge sharing that we would like to bring in. We would like to be part as a catalyst to the transformation from the traditional HR to the new way of novel way of HR activities. That's where people will, till today, people used to call it as HR best practices. Now people are saying HR next practices. So we're talking about that next practices, right? So NRich HR Academy is that, and we have a vision, mission, and values. I'll quickly take you through this to empower HR professionals with industry-ready skills. Industry-ready skills. That is our vision. Fostering the new generation of strategic and innovative HR leaders. To create innovative HR leaders, strategic HR leaders, right? Who are industry ready skills, so that they'll be useful from the day one itself. After the trainings, they are productive from day one itself. That is how. That's where employers are looking up to us and they're asking for the people who completed their certifications and trainings from NRich HR Academy. And we are ready to recommend their profiles to the company. So that's where opportunities for the jobs will increase being associated with NRich HR Academy. And our mission is to design and deliver the best-in-class learning programs, because we understand the different learning methodologies of each individual. It changes actually. We would like to bring in those things together and state-of-art technologies, methodologies that we are using, and we are giving a lot of practical trainings. So where they can handle the future challenges. Then only they will become HR leaders. Otherwise, they are getting some kind of a theory, getting some kind of a certificate as a paper. There ends the matter. No, we are doing something differently. And our values are, we are going with the integrity. Thoughts, words, and deeds are on the same linear equation. Efficacy, the detailing in every step, and a novelty, which is a new way of looking at things in our thinking. That is the values with which we are going. And this is what the NRich HR Academy does. There are HR skills training and certifications, online live coaching, that is instructor led. Offline modes are also there. Depends on the demand that we are taking. Offline methods also for the companies, for the individuals also. So there are 7 different kinds of programs are there: certified talent acquisition specialist, HR journalist, compensation benefits professional, payroll specialist, then the certified interview specialist. Of course, this is for the interview panel in the companies. We are offering this to corporates basically. There is a certified statutory compliance specialist is there, and certified HR business partner. So these are all the demanded. There is a demand in the market where the people are getting these kind of certificates. They'll definitely, even graduates without having MBA also, people with these certifications are getting jobs. right? Our primary motto is to get into a job. Our primary motto is to excel in the job if we are already having a job. Our primary motto is to improve the practical skills, and we need to get recognized. These things will get satisfied with this career, HR skills training and certification segment will handle. Different types of things are there: morning batch, evening batch, weekend batch, online, offline, blend. There is a hybrid model also. Some things that you will come as a one-to-one online instructor led. Some things you will get it as a videos. There's a combination that we are working with. Okay, so there are different kinds of methodologies through which we would like to reach you and to give you the best of the things, so that you get certified and you will gain more visibility in the market and get the whatever your career aspirations are there. We'll be like mentors or powerhouse behind you, not just only for certification, and after that also. There are leadership training programs are also we are conducting, which as we talked about the soft skills and other things, right? There's a demand from the organizations. They're asking us to work ethics, work etiquettes, business communications, leadership, team management, soft skills, blah, blah, blah. A lot of things that they are asking. So if HR people are also getting, equipped with these things, they can easily convert those things in the organizations in a better way. Okay, so these training programs are also there for the leadership and managerial level people. There is an executive coaching model is that where senior HR people or anybody else, CEOs and other people are there. So those people are also coming to us, and under the banner of NRich HR Academy, we are giving the executive coaching for those people. So we'll sit with this is a one-on-one kind of things. We'll try to understand the needs, goal setting, then developing the plan, right? Getting practices. 6 months or something else, we'll be there as a mentor, and we'll coach them. And once they achieve their career goals, they're achieving it, then we'll leave that particular things, and we'll be in touch with them to give some kind of updates about that. And there are certain elite services, not only giving you the certification. There is a career guidance, there is a CV preparation, how to prepare your CV, how to make your social media presence, LinkedIn profiles and other things, then interview preparations, proactive job search. Most of the people will say that Ram, we have prepared a wonderful CV and uploaded in the Naukri and other things, but we are not getting calls. We are wondering why things are not happening. I'm feeling that I have done a good job. I've done a decent job. I've done a lot of achievements are there behind me, but nobody is looking at them. So what is happening actually? I'm wondered. So there are certain things, certain best practices that we need to go through to get a visibility, where NRich HR Academy will help you in those. So not only giving certification to make you, will be there till you complete your goals of your career goals are there. That means there's a lifelong journey that happens. Okay, this Anuvamshika and all these people are doing the same thing actually. Okay, Anuvamshika, I'll call you in 5 minutes. Let me just another 2-3 points I need to discuss with, and after that I'll call you.
Sure,
Why to choose NRich HR Academy? Why only HR Academy? Ram, good. Industry is changing. There's a lot of opportunities are there. Challenges are also there. Yes, we understood that skill development or skill enhancement for the HR is very important. Why we need to come to NRich HR Academy? NRich HR Academy also you told about that. Why? What is the compelling aspect is there for NRich HR Academy? What is the benefit that I'm going to get? Here, I don't want to compare or to demean somebody else, but I would like to tell you about our unique selling proposition. Whatever the unique points are there with us, I would like to tell it to you. It is an industry relevant curriculum. This curriculum is not just a theory. It is based on the ground level realities, ground level challenges that are coming into, based on which these curriculums were being prepared over a period of time. This is the 4th revision that NRich HR Academy has done. Of course, this year we are calling it as NRich HR Academy. Otherwise, we are calling it as NRich HCM Solutions. It is a parent company. It is a group company. This is the brand. Under the banner of NRich HR Academy, this year only we have started, but this is the 4th revision. There are 4 revisions of our curriculum happened every 2 years almost, you can say, including COVID period. So we have changed a lot of our gears based on the emerging trends. We also discussed some trends about that, right? Now today we are also changing that. A new way of curriculum that is coming in. There's a lot of focus on the practical tools, case studies, and real-time applications, so that your familiarity will get improved. Even freshers also will get to know that, oh, this is how it will happen. Okay, now this kind of a scenario, once you join the company, it's not a familiar, non-familiar one to you. It is not a new one. It is already familiar to you, because you have already done such kind of case studies, understandings, and real work, and real-time understandings that were there with you, with the examples part of it. most of the cases, because every time we may not get a chance to practically experiment with a company, that too in HR department, right? So there is a simulation, there is a this thing will happen. Okay, so that is what is the industry relevant curriculum. As well, they are getting vetted with the industry experts, the stalwarts of HR people who are handling. We are going to them and showing them this is the curriculum we are coming up with. So you are in the industry, please let us know whether this will suffice. Even if the people are learning these things, would you mind, recruit them? This is fantastic. Ram, these changes might be required. Maybe these can be tweaked like that. This can be given in this perspective. So they have made some kind of a changes. That's how the relevant curriculum, industry relevant curriculum has done. Okay. The second thing is experienced trainers. There are many trainers are there, including me. There are many trainers are there who are 15 years of experience, minimum 15 years of experience, right? They are from the IIM and the top B schools alumni, and they have a personal guidance from the mentors. You will get the personal guidance also with a deeper understanding of HR landscape. Even today, there is a 24/7 HR help desk is there with us. We call it as HR round the clock. Anybody can make a call or WhatsApp or give a voice clip. We'll respond back within 6 to 8 hours. And most of the cases, it is immediately that we are responding to the questions of the people. That is how we are able to understand what is happening in the market, what are the challenges that people are facing. As well, we are able to give the mentorship to those people also. Every day I'll get a lot of things that gets landed onto my phone actually. The WhatsApp, whatever the number is there actually. Got it? So that's how we are improving ourselves and we are taking things. I'll tell you what is the things that we are doing on that front. There is a comprehensive learning ecosystem is there. Dedicated teams for courseware development, content creation, and assessments creation, and the operations part. So the four pillars that we are working, and we have a dedicated teams for those things. We have a blend of, as I told you, online, offline, self-paced learning. Every option is there with us. Okay. And certification with the credibility. Of course, certificates are recognized for the focus of practicality and employability. So people are looking at it. Most of the people are asking, are you accredited? No, we are not accredited with any university because UGC has put in restrictions and said that if at all any program is good, right, you implement that. Don't give appreciation through the that particular institution. That is what they have done. So there is no Indian universities are not so much encouraged to take up this. That's where you are seeing every IIM, every B school is giving online programs for the, apart from the university, they are giving a distance learning programs to in HR with the different kinds of functional areas, right or not? We are getting the similar kind of things because you cannot take the accreditation from other things basically. Okay, so technically in Indian education that has been stopped. Earlier JNTU used to accredit, Osmani University used to accredit. So like that, there are universities, Hyderabad Central University used to accredit. Now no more that. So if you want to accredit any program and all, that means there is a demand. That means you can also start with that. Start the diploma program. Start the certification program. That's how UGC is restricted. So accreditation is not a big thing. But the people with the certificate and without certificate, there is a lot of difference. And people with the networks, whatever are there, people are having a certified from NRich has got a different credibility altogether. That is a branding that we are creating. That is a branding which is got already created over a period of time because we are there in the market since last 8.5 years. Now 9th year is running. Right? If at all we go for any international universities, the cost of the program will go up. Nowadays, either it is 1,000 and below kind of a programs, or there are programs which are 50,000, 60,000 onwards. What about the between people? Where people are not able to afford? And we have come up with a new novel idea that we would like to give a EMI facility also. You complete your program, whatever the weeks it is, 6 to 8 weeks, the maximum programs are 6 to 8 weeks. You pay me anytime, no problem. 4 installments, 5 installments, we can wait. Don't pinch your pocket and don't stop learning just because the money is not there. We'll help you. The program value doesn't come down. Program value, because it's a program, already costs are getting into that, and that is a respect that we need to give it for. We'll keep the program fee as it is. But the feasibility that we can create is we are coming up with EMI. Once you are so comfortable, you pay me. No problem. Maybe after getting a job, no problem. Let us know. But investing in your development is the must actually. This is only for certain people who cannot pay. Otherwise, there's a lot of help that we need to make so that it will take us to learn fast. That is the learning should not stop. Got it? So there's a new methodology of new way of looking at things in an EMI facility that we have brought in. Right? There's a placement support is there. Complete placement support is there. We are not saying it is a guarantee because nobody can give a guarantee. Nobody should not give a guarantee under the laws of Indian labor laws. You cannot promise unless the Indian Contract Act also will affect it. There are a lot of acts that are coming into. Once you say that there is a job guarantee, okay, there is no job guarantee, but there is a 100% placement assistance is there. What does it mean? Is it just for naam ke vaste? No, not at all. Completing your certificate, elevating your certificate in our circles, and bringing a lot of network to you, and also helping you to prepare your CV, social media profiles, preparing aspects. There's a mentor will be assigned for you. There is a 24/7 help desk is there for your questions, and there's a continuous support of the study material is available for you in the form of videos, podcasts, all these things, and you are a part of the entire community, HR community. You are into that already. So the other railway station, if you are standing over there, you will be automatically getting into train, right? The same way, if you have completed all these things, being into the HR community, you will get the job at any cost. That's how it is. That's where you have to choose the NRich HR Academy, because we are built up with a different kind of dynamics with the young minds from the top B schools and the IIMs. Right? So the overview of the key certification program, what are the programs that we are offering? Key certification programs only I'll tell you. One is a certified talent acquisition specialist is there. Okay. I think Anuvamshika, I think please share your sharings, and then
Yes,
we will
Ram.
go further into that. Right, great. Good to see you after a long time. Huh? Wonderful.
Thanks for inviting us to the call, sir. Thank you, ma'am. It's really pleasure to join and see you after a very long time.
Yes, yes.
We are also very much pleased to welcome you back in the session, Anuvamsika. We are happy to see you both actually. You and Veeru, we have
Thank
been
you.
there with us since long, and we are happy that you have got settled in Canada and you are making up your dreams. We don't want to take more of your time because you have been waiting since long. So I just want you to tell us one after the other about your experience of learning with NRich, please.
Yeah, so first of all, I would like to thank you for inviting us in this call, Ram sir and Lavanya ma'am. And so I have a great experience with NRich HCM solutions. And so when I spoke with Ram sir, when I don't have any prior experience in HR, so he guided me very well. And yeah, so whatever the concepts and modules I have learned from Lavanya ma'am and Ram sir through NRich HCM solutions, it helped me a lot in my professional and experience actually, like in real time experience I can say. And one more thing I would like to address here is actually we are planning to establish a company over here, and we are doing our documentation part which is related to HR by our own. We are not going to look for any other third party companies or something like that, because when we have knowledge, so we have to utilize that. So that's the reason we are doing paperwork by our own. And yeah, even if we have any problem while doing the documentation, anyway, we have 24/7 help desk, and
We
we
are
can
going to
use
reach
it.
out
Yeah.
soon.
So that is what we have planned so far.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
actually,
going.
that's a really nice idea, and being with the people and approachable anytime. Right? That's always
Yeah.
a good idea
Exactly.
for being things actually. That's great. Nice. Really. Yes. Yes, please.
Yeah, so yeah, once again, I would like to thank you for sir and Lavanya ma'am for mentoring us in a well-versed way. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and all the best for your new venture. And the confidence, whatever that you got, is tremendous, and you are completely different from in Hyderabad, in India, and in Canada. There is a wonderful transformation.
Absolutely.
And I'm very much proud of you being my, once upon a time we are the associates and we have a
Yeah.
lot of learnings together. And thank you so much for the things. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Yes,
ma'am.
yeah. Anuvamshik.
Yeah. So yeah, I was working as a recruiter before I joined NRich, as you know, as you both know. But when I joined NRich and when I joined the CPHR program, I was here we call it differently. It's CHR VP there, and here we call it CPHR. Yeah, so don't mind my terminology, but it's the same thing. Yeah. So when I joined with NRich, I thought basically getting into HR operations would be a chill job. I just have to do some onboarding formalities and I can relax. That was my mentality back then. But when I joined NRich, I got to know that there is very much more than what I'm thinking. Ram sir always taught us that being a go-to person, HR people should be people's person. You should be maintaining good relationships. That is how you engage people. That is how you make people be loyal to the company. That is how their productivity increases. And Lavanya madam always emphasizes on effective communication. When we take a interview, after that how effectively we communicate with them, that makes a very great impact when they join our company. Yeah, even now I am facing the same situation. You don't trust me, ma'am. I recently got into construction industry HR job here. Like if I forget calling them after interview, yeah, they are gone. The effective communication, maintaining that communication continuously is making a lots of difference. And yeah, and also my career, um, when I was working as a recruiter, I was earning pretty less. But after joining Enrich, I got into senior HR executive position there, which was in the span of 2.5 years. Yeah, just in the span of 2.5 years, I was senior HR executive and earning a very good package. So it's all because of you. And yeah, even now when I attend an interview, I'm always eating Lavanya ma'am's head saying that, ma'am, I gave interview, but I'm so worried whether I'll get a job or not. And she's like, you are giving your best. That is in your hands, and the result is not at all in your hands. You have to give what you have to give, and rest will come to you. That is what she always says. Apart from a mentor, they are also, personal supporters. And yeah, you're always there whenever I need your help. And that really means a lot, ma'am. And Ram sir. So I text Lavanya madam the most. Yeah, Ram sir was there all the time behind the scenes. Yeah, thank you so much, both of you. It's all because of you, it's what I feel now.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
both of you. I'm very much proud to see you both like this, actually growing and transforming your careers into wonderful HRs, and you're going to bring in a great change in people's lives by your systems and process, whatever you are establishing.
Correct.
I'm happy for you. Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Thank you so much for your sharing. Yes, Ram.
Thank you.
Our
Thank
pleasure. Thank you.
you. You may continue, or you may make a move.
Yeah, it might
Because
be
your
late for you.
odd
If you
time is,
want
I
to
think,
continue, you can be there.
you're
Or
in a different time zone, right?
Yeah, it's 11 p.m. here. I think
Oh,
we'll
please,
go
please.
right now. Thank you so much for calling us, sir
Take a
and ma'am.
break. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Yeah,
Good
bye-bye.
night.
Ram, one more. Sahasi is there. She is with a small kid. She is also there with us since long. Can we take her call also?
Why not? Please.
Hi, sir. Hi, ma'am.
Yeah, hi.
Good to
Hi,
see you both.
Sasi. How are you?
I'm doing good, sir.
Yes, please.
So, I'm very happy taking the certification course here. It's been almost around 4+ years. When I was back in my MBA, I took this certification, and immediately after my MBA, I was passed out in 2020 December, and January I was placed in my first company. The first interview which I have given, and I got placed in the same company, and I'm still working in this same company, in a good position where I can say all credits are for you and Lavanya ma'am sir. Because I have seen people joining with me and left around 6 months to 1 year gap, but I was able to be there even in the tough times, and even after the baby, still I'm able to continue with the same company with a good growth here. So
That's really fantastic.
I tell everyone that investing in the like prior time. Like if you have a goal, start investing when you are studying, so that your time invest is not money or something else. Invest your time, like in a day, a 1 hour time to learning new things will definitely impact your life. That is what happened to me. Like I have got to know about Enrich from my seniors, where I was very passionate into HR. Like I didn't know that like completely our education system is different, and what it is going through in the industry is different. Like books and like practical, it is completely different what I have seen before coming into the industry. That
Correct.
experience has helped me very much to get into a job and like continue in the tough times. Like I have seen very toughest situation in the market for last 1 year, but where I was able to stay without any tension, because I have my support Enrich will always be there, is what my like strength. I can see, like this is my SWOT analysis. Like first strength will be coming as what Enrich. Like whenever I was facing tough situations, my mind has only a solution
Really
is what
nice.
Enrich. Like that is
Great,
the
great.
reason I asked my brother, like who is not into completely HR, he's completely into science, where I told him like have a backup. Like in the future, if science is not there, like HR will definitely be there. You can have an like business also into HR. So just go
You're
get a career
you're
in it.
showing a different level of confidence altogether on HR domain. You're right,
Definitely,
Sasi.
definitely. That is
I,
all because of Enrich,
I
sir.
really
Because
I
of you
really
and
appreciate. Correct, correct. That is true. That is
yes,
true in the market.
yes, sir. I have seen life, like my experience is life experiences is not through someone's inspiring, but this is my career and I have experienced it. So I can 100% confidently speak with anyone at any level, because I have the practical examples here.
Yes.
I know Sasi when she came to came to
I
us,
have,
and now I'm
yeah.
seeing her. There is a complete transformation is there from Sasi. That's
Yes,
really
yes.
nice.
I have came to Hyderabad just for my project, but later on, after joining and having the coaching, the way you and Lavaniman speaks, I was not able to join multiple like sessions. But today, I have made my time like to join back, and it is my pleasure, ma'am. Like I was not expecting that message from you, and when I have seen that in the late night, I was like, okay, let me take a time for a day and come back to my
Very
work.
nice of you, actually, Sassy, because I know that you are bearing a small kid with you, and I felt that it could be a little bit difficult for you to find out time because you need to manage both the things. But
Yes,
yet,
yes,
still you made it, and you came
yes,
shared your
Thank you.
experiences and all. Thank you so
yes,
much. Enrich
yes.
is always there with you as per your expectation, and we'll always be there as per our promise also. Right?
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks, Ram sir. And the
Thank you.
practical experience you have given while taking the like certification was still there. Like whenever I have some doubts, I'll just go back to my book and I'll turn the pages. That will really help a lot.
Even you can see the people from there in Canada, they're not thinking about the
Yes, I
job
remember
itself.
Virendra
They
was
are
there when I was
they're
taking.
starting their consulting organization. That is the confidence
Yes,
level they brought
yeah.
actually.
Yes, yes. I when I was joined, Virendra was there already. So
Yeah,
Yes.
I
yeah, you
was
know.
remembering him.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, you know him. So almost 2.5 years back, they went to Canada, and they are now confident enough to start their own consulting
Start
organization.
consultancy. Yeah, yeah. That is the
The,
confidence we are getting. That happens only through with like
yeah,
Enrich
yeah.
is what I felt.
Thank you. Thank
Great,
you.
great, Sasi. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So I'll continue.
Yes, Ram. You can, I think, conclude. We have Haripriya with us and the remaining ones.
Yes, 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 yes. Concluding that, just one topic. So that's why we need to choose Enrich, and these are all the overview of the different certification programs that we have taken up, and we can get the complete information from the Enrich HR Academy. We'll give you the service brochures to you wherever you are looking at those things. Beyond the our commitment to business, we are conducting a lot of HR community activities like HR Satsang, which is an informal meeting where you can learn more. These are all free services. HR round the clock, which I told you about, the 24/7 help desk, and there are HR insights, which are the videos HR on different topics by the SMEs on different HR topics. Then HR workshops and micro learnings are also under the banner of empowering HR. We are going to have those things. You can opt for that. And HR outreach is the knowledge portal where you will get a complete information, which is authenticated information that you will get it. So it's a knowledge portal. You will get it. Anything and everything under the HR, under the sun about HR. Yes, definitely you can search from here and you can get the information or the links towards that. And there is a one more weekly newsletter we are planning to launch, and which contains the HR newsletter, weekly HR news. Then different kinds of segments are there in that 6 to 7 under the the segments. We are touching upon the frequently asked questions. We are talking about the challenges and solutions. We are talking about the HR best practices, what the other HR people told about. Apart from the news, there are frequently asked questions that are coming from the HR round the clock. So everything will be published out there. So it's not just the business, but beyond that, there is a lot of commitment towards the HR community. So this is going to go in a better way. Slowly, all the people will come into this particular things, and they will take us to the levels. I wish all you to take part into this, and then let us get the complete help from that. If you have any questions, and you can ask me. Otherwise, we can, because we are running out of the time, so we may close the session also, not an issue. Any questions? Anybody?
Yes, Haripriya.
Great. Haripriya, I want you to respond. Haripriya, I want you to respond. Haripriya, are you there?
I think you need to unmute yourself if you want to speak, or else you can message in the chat box.
Okay, there might be some technical issue with that. So thank you so much for giving your time, and I wish you a happy weekend. Thank you.
Yes, we
Stop
can.
recording.
Should I stop?
Yeah, please.